I'll move this meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mrs. Ethel Dick. Her husband Myron has been gone for a very long time. And our country has owed this lady and her family something very precious for a very long time. We thank you all for being here to share it with us today. Ethel,
Yes, sir.
My name is Carl LaFontaine. I was in the same infantry division as Sergeant First Class Myron Dick. I never knew him personally. I never was a combat soldier. I always worked in division headquarters. Sergeant Dick was in the 23rd Infantry. And I am here today to say a few words, a little background on the Korean War and things that came up to it. First of all, I would say that those of us who have been in the military always take great pride in the units that we're in. If you're in the Marines or the Air Force, Coast Guard, whatever, you take great pride in that service. Sergeant Dick and I were in the 2nd Infantry Division, called the Indian Head Division. Sergeant Dick was killed during the Korean War, which took place 1950, 1953, at the Battle of Punari, which took place November 30th, December 1st, 1950. It's a story yet to be told. A very tragic story in the 2nd Infantry Division's glorious history. We know of the events that took place prior to the battle. I can tell you of the events that took place after the battle, but some preciously few people came out of that battle that individuals and units cannot be recognized for their being heroic. The 2nd Infantry Division was, along with many other units, were part of the United States 8th Army. They drove the invading North Koreans north, and we were almost to China, next to the Yalu River. During the fall of 1950, I can remember that we all thought we were going to be home by Christmas. Things were going so well. And then, out of nowhere, the Chinese entered the war. So slowly, we never even realized they were entering. When the Chinese entered the war, the United States Eighth Army gradually retreated back southward. It is estimated that the Chinese had 6 armies, which all boiled down to roughly 150,000 light infantry, very disciplined. As the 8th Army retreated, the 2nd Infantry Division was covering up the tail end, wrapping things up. And at the Battle of Coonery, we entered a trap. The Chinese had the high ground, and our army, being mechanized as they were on the low ground where the roads were. The Chinese knocked off a few tanks, tank retrievers at the head of the convoy, blocked the traffic, and at this mountain pass, everything stopped. Members of the United States 2nd Infantry Division could not kill much of the enemy because they were hiding behind cliffs. And so we were there, just victims. Individual and unit heroes will be forever unrecognized. So few people came out that no one there was to tell the story. The story will probably never, ever be told. Suffering endured, the cold, the unutterable misery, heart sickness of being in an escape-proof trap. At that particular battle, there were 4,940 men who died forever. Heroic Americans who gave their life for a country that they probably never heard of, for a people they never met. The brave American soldiers slowed the attack that threatened the United States Eighth Army. Onward and forward during the Korean War, military tactics were changed. And the moral of the story is, stay to the high ground before you send people in on the low ground. We always want to remember that those of us in the military, whether you're in the Navy or the Air Force or the Coast Guard or Marines, that we're all basically soldiers. I would like to think that if Sergeant Myron Dick were here, he may say something like this: I am a soldier. I was that which others did not want to be. I went where others feared to go, and did what others failed to do. I asked nothing from those who gave nothing, and reluctantly accepted the thought of eternal loneliness, should I fail. I have seen the face of terror felt the stinging cold of fear, and enjoyed the sweet taste of a moment's love. I have cried, pain, and hope, but most of all, I have lived times others would say might best be forgotten. At least someday I will be able to say that I was, proud of what I was, a soldier. Thank you.
I have been in contact with the Military Order of Purple Hearts, and they have sent me something that Ethel has been working towards and trying to gain for the last 59 years since Myron passed away. United States of America, to all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America has awarded the Purple Heart, established by General George Washington at Nuremberg, New York, August 7th, 1782, to Sergeant First Class Myron G. Dick, United States Army, for wounds received in action, resulting in his death on 31 January 1951 in Korea while a prisoner of war. Is given under my hand in the city of Washington this 28th day of January 2010. And it's signed by the Adjutant General and by the Secretary of the Army, John McHugh. This is for you, Ethel. And it gives me great honor to be able to present this to you.
I present to you the Purple Heart on behalf of the grateful nation.
Thank you.
And we salute you, my dear.
When I went to the 50th anniversary of the Korean War in Washington, I bought this.
I don't mind. Thank you. And I have something for you. Thank you, ma'am.
Everybody that knows Ethel knows this has been a long time coming. And thank you all, old and new friends and family, for sharing today with Ethel. We also like to thank all of the members of the VA, the VFW, our cadets, our recruiters, and everyone who came to pay respect to Sergeant First Class Dick.
I'd like to say thank you too. I appreciate it.
Please think about our soldiers that are still fighting. Keep them in your thoughts, keep them in your prayers. And remember the people like Myron who gave us what we have. It didn't come free. People like Ethel and Myron paid a dear price. Thank you very much for coming.
we saying stuff?
Under the circumstances, if those of you
Although she's been working toward this for 59 years, as Steve Bowman said, she was unaware that this was going to take place today. She came into the day room here, assuming that she was coming to a birthday party. So she was totally unaware of what was about to happen. I want to thank Willard Martin for alerting us and inviting us to take part in this. We hope that everyone watching will help spread the word. This will be available worldwide at our website at hometowncablenetwork.com and at plattsburgh.com. So either one of those websites, you can alert your friends and family and whatever that this is available for free viewing, along with, at this point in time, about 2,500 local videos. That number, of course, will be growing over the coming years to well over 10,000. But at the moment, we've got 2,500 videos up there, and we're very proud to include this one, as our good friend Peg Barcombe offers her congratulations to Mrs. Dick and Willard Martin about the step forward.
David's here too. He will. Likes to compare the
sing a patriotic song for Mrs. Dick, and I hope you'll all enjoy it.
This is a song for the soldiers who have died in combat, so we could have freedom and, let's say, freedom to live a better life. And I sang this song when I was 8 years old. I don't know if I can sing it now. It's been a couple of years. But it's called it's called The Ballad of the Green Berets by Barry Sergeant Flatless. And it goes like this. Fighting soldiers from the skies, fearless men who jump and die, men who mean just what they say, the brave men of the Green Berets, trained to live off nature's land, trained in combat, hand in hand, men who fight by night and day, courage deep from the Green Beret. Back at home, a young wife waits. Her Green Beret has met his fate. He has died for those oppressed, leaving her his last request. Put silver wings on my son's chest, make him one of America's best. He'll be your man, they'll test today. Courage deep in the Green Berets. Put silver wings on my son's chest, make him one of America's best. He'll be your man, they'll test today. Have him win the Green Beret.
Thank you, Les.
Bless America, land that I love. from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Excuse me, please. It's also Ethel's birthday, April 8th, so let's sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ethel. Happy birthday to you.
But I really turn that number around and I try to pretend I'm 28.
We have with us Mr. Steve Bowman from the Clinton County Veterans Administration Office. That's the correct way of saying that?
Veteran Service Agency.
And the man who took the place of the irreplaceable Warren Manor, who was since departed, but Warren held that post for many years, and you followed in some good footsteps.
I think so.
So have you personally been working on this for a while, Steve? How did you become a part of this?
I became a part of it when a gentleman by the name of Al Davison from the Military Order of Purple Hearts out of New Hampshire contacted me and said that they had received the Purple Heart Medal and the citation, and they would like it presented to Ethel. They know Ethel from many years of her trying to work to get this medal secured, and with her health, they knew that there was no way that she was going to get to New Hampshire to have it presented by them. So they sent it to me and asked me if we could make sure it got presented. And I worked with Teresa Goodman and the people from the VFW and got this set up today. So it turned out as a very appropriate day, especially being Easter weekend and a week before her birthday.
Yes, and a lot of great turnout here. A lot of the media showed up. Willard Martin gave me a call, I think, yesterday to alert me to this. So I'm sure a lot of this was done at the last minute.
Yeah, it's. I received the medal and citation on Monday of this past week. So this came together in 5 days.
So Carl LaFontaine had to do some writing in a hurry then.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It was a very quick work to get this done, but I think most appropriate for this. This Myron Dick has passed away 59 years ago, this past January. And this is well overdue. And it took this long for this nation to be able to put this together, to be able to do this. So I'm very happy to be a part of it.
I'm sure it's pleasing to be a part of this, but a part of you has got to be shaking your head and saying, why is it taking so long?
Yeah, and it is. That's a frustrating part, but when Carl was talking about the unit, you kind of understand the problems because Purple Heart medals, there has to be a witness, the way the process is. It's obvious there was no witnesses.
Whenever everybody's wiped out.
Right. It had to come from higher levels within the Army for this to happen. And gratefully enough that there was people that saw the right in getting this medal pushed through and processed, and I think it should have been done many years ago.
Obviously, but
yeah,
it's nice that it's done now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Steve?
No. Nice day today.
Beautiful day.
Yes.
That'll conclude our coverage of this long overdue honor to Mrs. Dick in memory of her husband being recognized with the Purple Heart from the Korean War. Just to let you know where all this took place, was in the day room at Lakeview Towers here on Flynn Avenue in Plattsburgh, which is right across the road from South Acres Field, where we many years ago spent a lot of time recording a lot of ball games over there. Well, thanks for watching and for spreading the word that this is available once again on the internet. If you're not watching it on the internet, or even if you are, let your friends and neighbors know that there's thousands of these videos available for the world to see.